Hello, I'm Otto, and welcome to episode 38 of my Factorio 2.0 guide. So in the last episode, we created this nuclear power plant. Oh no, oh, I didn't move this back. Oh no, okay, well, we can just do that real quick. So in the last episode, we created this nuclear power plant that we're gonna have to fix immediately. Good job, Otto. Wait, let me just, I can line that up because these need to be back one more. All right, we're going. Which turned out pretty good. I've never, I normally stretch these out. Like I don't have a giant square like this normally. So, like normally I'll have the power plants and then the turbines will like come out here, which is fine. Like I guess that maybe anyways, I've never done it like this before, but it looks like it fits in the city block nicely. So we've got these being crafted. I'm surprised we don't have more because we had, well, I guess a lot of them are buffered on this center belt. All right. Okay, another thing that I didn't do was we could probably take the, yeah, there's extra fuel cells in here. We don't need those in there. This is at 1,000. Yeah, these can come out. Because what's gonna happen is this is gonna be at 1,000. This is just currently keeping it at 1,000. Once fuel goes in here, it has a certain amount of time that it drains, but one of these fuel cells can take this from like 530, 550 to 1,000, and then this just slowly dissipates as it's being consumed. So this heat won't dissipate unless the heat is used, I believe. It doesn't like, yeah, it doesn't naturally decay unless it's being transferred, and it doesn't transfer unless stuff is being consumed. So that's kind of the value of having these set to override stack size 1 and only inserting when the temperature goes down. These, like, it might be a long time before we even get enough power consumption to have this start pumping into these. So anyways, we can take the extra and just hold Z on that side of the belt and just drop those on the belt. I guess we could have put them in this guy down here. I'm surprised there's not more. Like, oh yeah, okay, never mind. It depleted our stock. What's happening? Oh, what? Okay, all right, well, let's just yeah, because this guy's full. All right, that probably saved us some headache. Okay, moving along. Where's my tank? So now we get to the fun stuff. Like finally we're getting to the point where we can start putting like all this together. The tanks. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. My bad. Finally we're getting to the point where we can start getting the trains going, not the tanks going. I guess also while I'm heading back down to the factory, to the base. Oh, there went our little sulfuric acid buddy. What was I gonna say? So I pretty much had everything mostly planned out, as you know if you've watched some of the other videos that I made. We're at a point now where it's just kind of like, I would say for the past, like, I don't know, several episodes, like, I'm just kind of plugging in things here and there. Like, I didn't make the, like, the smelting array. Like, I didn't do the smelting array, not smelting, the, solar array. Like, I did this a little bit early compared to the last time. I also had some screw-ups from the last time that I played. Like, I had put notes to have this copper come out, but then we got the copper early. I mean, so there's some deviations from what my actual plan was, but for the most part we've been like right on cue with what my plan was. I don't necessarily have that much of a plan going forward. Like I have a rough idea because the end of the game is just a lot of it's going to be the same, and that's fine. Like, you know, eventually we're going to get through pulling this down, and there's just things here and there that are gonna get rid of all these. Let's just Alt D and I can just click on them. I don't know if we're ever gonna use that. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, so we have deviated a little bit, and I do have a rough plan, but that it's not like set in stone from here on out. So I don't even know, to be honest, like how many episodes we actually will have. I think it's gonna be something like 45. So in this episode we're gonna like put a bunch of smelters down. We need to get this guy rolling. And check for any problems. Okay, well here's one right from the start. So let me just kind of explain generally what we're gonna end up doing. So we have purple science, which will end up going here. We still have to do purple science. We still have to do yellow science. Yellow science will be squeezed into here because it uses the robot frames. These robot frames will either the yellow will take off this line or whatever, but we're gonna do purple next. That will be everything that is going on up here. So down here we also need blue circuits, which will probably be here. We need LDS, which I think will go here. We need rockets, which will probably go here, or at least a rocket silo. So we'll put like, a rocket over here. I saved the end, so this 1, 2, probably 3. So this section in here, and a leftover for 4 if you end up getting to quality. I'll leave a slot for quality. How about that? We'll set up blue modules, red modules, a section for quality, and green modules. Because I put the modules at the end just because of how much stuff that they suck out of the belts. And honestly, none of this iron and copper needed to come down this far. The only thing that we need past this like at this point is green circuits, red circuits, blue circuits. The steel, like some of this is fine. The plastic probably could have stopped way back. No, we need plastic for LDS. So plastic for LDS in here. The plastic didn't need to go past this point. Steel and I think maybe stone brick. Did these need stone brick? Yes, the electric furnace needs stone brick. We need electric furnace for purple science. So stone brick, steel, that can stop after purple science. Yellow science I think needed processing units and LDS, and then the robot flying frames, which we have here. So this one won't be huge. So we're gonna have blue here. Mind map view, yes. Tag. Blue circuits will go here. I know I should have been using this whole tag system like a long time ago. LDS here. We're gonna have rockets. Where are rockets in this version? Rocket or rockets will go here ish. We're gonna have blue. I think this is how I'm gonna have this. Oh no, we need rocket fuel. Oh my gosh, am I not gonna have enough room for this? I might not have enough room. We need the main rocket fuel. And I like to have these three together because these are the components with, like, for the rocket. Oof. This might just be enough, but we don't like efficiency anyway, so if we have to just have a smaller build for that, then we'll have a smaller build for that. Red. Quality. Green. If green can squeeze, it should be able to squeeze in there. That's fine. And then this will be yellow science here. And purple science here. I think that's everything that we have left. But other than that, we also kind of need to, like, we need to set up smelting to replace these guys, which will be, you know, big builds out here. But we've already set all that up, right? Like, we set all this up. Anyways, So this episode is largely going to focus on making sure that we can get rid of this. Now, we're probably not going to tear this down immediately. Like we'll do that in the next episode. I'll maybe see if I can pair that with something else, but at least for now, this episode, we just need to get trains going. Like we've set all the stuff up. We double checked. We should probably triple check just to make sure everything is accurate. Start getting these guys out of the way because they're gonna need to get out of the way soon. And okay, and I need to do this here. So one of the things that I do is every single time we have a something coming out, we need a belt balancer. So this is a 4x4 belt balancer. So we're going to copy this, and then we're just gonna do this in map view. You know, in this map view, remote view, it's so awesome, and just getting the bots to do everything. Like the remote view is not this awesome in Factorio 1.0, that's for sure. So we need to delete these two, because if we don't, then some weird things happen. Maybe I'll leave one so you can see. We'll leave this one so you can see. Okay, so we have the materials coming in. You know what, I think we need to change this too, because this is, which one did I just do? This one? Because this is all determined from stack size, right? So we have 400 stacks coming in, and this was 10 with 20, so 240 stacks. So if we double this, and the reason for this is because I don't want one hogging up all the material, or like say times 4. So let's say this guy had a ton of material and this guy had a ton of material. I don't want these two chests hogging all of them in the area, because that would be like almost the full 40 stack sizes, right? Because this would have been 48 plus 48, let's say, times 4. Like that's almost the 400 stacks right there. So I intentionally limit these so that if necessary, they will kind of even themselves out. The balancers will help with that though. So yeah, so this is gonna have 40,000 coming in. Just to kind of briefly go over this again. This is gonna have 40,000, or sorry, 400 stacks of whatever it is coming in. Whatever value we have here is gonna be multiplied times -1 and output that value. Both of these are gonna combine together, which is gonna sum them and have the train capacity that gives us the train limit, and the train did I not, is this not, whoa. No, oh wow, that was, I did not set the train limit or the count. What? I thought I did this. Oh, that would have been so, okay, so that one's fine. All right, I did set them for most of them. Oh, that would have been so bad. All right. We need to double check these. All right, we need to double check all of our stuff. Oh my gosh. What do I have out right now? So I have provider. This guy is going to enable, oh, that doesn't matter. This guy's going to enable if the signal is greater than that. Okay, so that blueprint stamped out right. This one doesn't matter. Like this is just oil. Like we're not picking up any other fluids. Shunting enabled, train limit of 1, yes. So shunting times 26, so all those should be fine. Fuel is fine. Train limit of probably 1. We need to put some steel down, or some smelting down anyways, so let's just drop a smelter and make sure that that's going to be okay. I guess the question is, where do we want that? So let's have... probably do one here. And I am using the 72 red belt. That's just for future proofing. This should ask us the question, what's incoming? We want iron in and copper out. Where is our train station? Provider, train limit of 2. Enable if plate signal is greater than 1. So if the signal is there, which it should be, plate signal is there, then this is enabled. Whew, man. 40 stat or 400 stacks. This is, I'm pretty, like, I did double check all this, right? Belt size, train size, get the L, make sure that this is set to train limit. Okay, so that's good. Oh no, this should have been... Oh no. Okay, that's bad. This is not the name of the train. This is supposed to be named Iron Ore Requester. Uh-oh. Okay, we need to fix that blueprint. Ah! Well, good thing we caught that. Okay, so we're gonna save this. We're in episode 38. So I'm gonna reload. I'm not gonna go to the DLC or no DLC test world. I'm gonna go to the end where we had... This is where we were saving those blueprints, right? Yes. Okay, so... Did this one do it right? Nope. Oh, and I gotta fix this too. Oh my goodness. So this was supposed to be... Ah, where's the base? Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. I'm gonna have to redo a lot of these parameters to fix this. Alright, that's fine. We know what we're doing. So this is supposed to be wood. Wood requester. I can't believe I missed this. Blue belt. Did I connect all of these? Everything's connected. Because you remember I had like... I didn't save those blueprints. Alright, well we can just redo this. So this is the blue. Alright, we'll do this super quick and then go back into the game. Man. I might have to drop... I might have to drop one of those other blueprints to redo them though. Parameter 0. This was the other one. This needs to go up to the top because this is part of these. And we're gonna save that. Oh my gosh. Alright, so let's try that. What's coming? I didn't ask the question. Okay, so this is all still fine. That's crazy. I can't believe I didn't do that. Okay, what's coming in? Iron ore. What's going out? Iron plate. Okay, so that's right. This is all set up right. Output signal. 400 stacks. Train stack. Whew. Okay, did I have the other ones on the go? Oh, thank goodness. But this one I can just downgrade the belts. This guy here. Okay, so we'll hold off on that. And I did fix the connection problem. All right. Did we do this one right? We did. Okay, so that one would have been fine. Yep. Yes. And this should just be provider. Yes. Okay. Whew. Well, this one should be fine. Okay, let's just slap that one down too. 48 smelter. Doesn't matter where we put it. We're just triple checking, I guess, to make sure that these are all right. This is provider. This is the plates, so that's fine. We're looking for a plate signal. And this needed to be parameter, that parameter, 20K, 8K here. Okay, so that one worked out fine. All right, so let's just convert this one. I'm so sorry. Can I just swap these? I can't. Blue belts to red belts, blue underground to red underground, and splitter to splitter. Is this the one with the wood? Yes. And then we will update that blueprint. Down to here. Oof, man. Talk about being stressed. Parameterize. This needs to go to the top. Parameter 0, parameter 1. What's incoming? What's outgoing? Alright, we're 21 minutes in. We need to get some stuff placed. Okay, let's go back into that load, that file. Oh man. Alright. So we're probably gonna need another stacker and another. Oh, please work this time. Stone and iron. Okay, oof, that could have been really bad. Alright, so now we have someone that is provider for iron plates. It's not a good idea to, it's not going to be a good idea to pile this here. But I need steel. What if we... This will eventually be a pickup for... Ooh, that's going to fit perfect. That's going to eventually be a pickup for coal. So we're going to do that after we get some smelters. We have to get some smelters down, and we have to be careful about the pollution too. Oh boy. You know, I generally don't make like exterior defenses, but we might end up having to do that at some point. So I guess we're gonna do it down here. There's gonna be a lot of traffic down here, so I don't necessarily like the idea, but you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Stacker, stacker, stacker. This one can be for the coal here. This one can be for that. So let's just set those up so I don't accidentally get in my way. So I need a solid provider for the coal, and I need a liquid provider for the oil here. So that gives me, I can do steel. Now we can always expand these, so what's coming in? Iron plate and steel is going out. Should probably do another one because steel is slow and a hog. So this one can be stone and stone brick. And I guess this one can be copper for now. We're gonna need more copper, but we'll do. Nope. Do I want to do this here? Yeah. Why not? And then we can. You need to leave. You know what? You need to leave room for stuff to come down. So like, let's say, like I want to expand. I need somewhere for stuff to come out, so we could expand down to like here. Something like that. Do you remember I said that I wanted to have road, and then 1-2 spaces in the middle, and then road. So kind of like the ability to have 3. Well, this is 3. So, okay. Now what are we gonna do in between waiting for these guys? We can start dropping the trains. So we have construction bots 0 out of 4,000. How about we just go ahead and bump that guy up to 4,000? Like the bots, you're gonna need a crap ton of bots early, but later on, like the construction bots, they're almost useless. Not really. Like they still do stuff for you, but you know, for the purpose of our demonstration. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna get the car. We need to bring some rocket fuel with us. I think I might also lane balance these. So we just need incoming material first, and then we can start dealing with that and the teardown of this. We've already torn down the starter area. We need fuel, and we need lots of fuel. We need to drop some trains, so I'm just tossing fuel in there. And we're gonna go over to shunting. I should probably have brought a bunch of trains with me, but you know what, it's fine. Where is shunting? Shunting is this way. Oh my gosh, this thing is so fast and it turns so sharp. Shunting. Oh, you know what I can do? There are 2 passive providers over here with... Whoops. Yes. Okay, so finally, the magic of our plan completely coming together. Whew. So I'm gonna get the solid train blueprint. I'm just gonna put that on my bars, because what's gonna end up happening, let's take a look at this real quick. So, oh, I can't look at that until it's... So what's gonna end up happening is, as I've said before, the bots, the biters, and the trains all prefer the path of least resistance. So what's going to end up happening is we're going to fill up basically this almost entire shunting station full of trains. We're gonna, you know what? Yes, we're gonna just drop. I'm just gonna do them all now. We're just gonna drop 26. So what's gonna end up happening is these guys have enough room that if nobody had anything, we at least have 26 slots in shunting for them to come here. In practice though, I would be surprised if we had, like, especially early on, we're not even gonna have like five of these guys are probably just gonna stick around. So what's gonna happen? They're all going to try to get to the path of least resistance, right? So wherever there is a provider, because if you remember, I wish I had a train with me. In their trains, can I get to their train schedule actually? Groups. No, I did not. Did I name these? Ah, I need these guys to drop. I need somebody to drop one. So okay, in my schedule for the trains, if I remember correctly, we had the provider first, and the provider is telling them, hey, go to the provider. Or did I do shunting first? Oh my gosh, I think I might have messed up again. It's fine. All right, so go to provider until you're full. No. And then I have the interrupt for shunting. If you are shunting, no, if you have nothing better to do and you are empty, that's important, go to shunting, yes. And then I have an interrupt for if you have cargo, go to a provider based on the inventory that you are holding. Yes. And we don't need a fuel interrupt because the shunting interrupt is our fuel. And you'll see, like, the trains will just kind of like trade in and out because of how we have this set up. They will basically, what they will end up doing is they will start at shunting. They will go to the path of least resistance. Whoever is the closest provider. So this guy's going to fill it with 2, and then this guy's going to fill it with 2, and then this guy's going to fill it with 2. And then he'll work his, well, not there, but he'll work his way, like this provider here will fill it with 2, this one with 2, this one with 2, this one over here with 2. So you end up getting a lot of trains. Well, this one will be, you know, somewhere between, this one will fill it with 2 before this one does. Path of least resistance, whoever's closest. And then they will start to kind of go out and do their thing, and then these guys will start to turn off. Now I'm like terrified. I did get all these right. Oh, I should have redone this in the, because now I'm gonna have to remember to do that if I don't take another blueprint. Okay, I'm gonna do that after we end this video. Trains? Hey. And they're getting their fuel. Finally, like it's finally coming together. I don't remember what I was saying, but oh, I'm gonna fix the blueprint after. There goes the train. Where are you going? Path of least resistance right there. Well, at least he's going to this first. I kind of don't think he really had a choice. Okay, so because this guy doesn't have anything to pick up, he's just gonna sit there for a bit. That's, you know what, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So this train station didn't need for me to set the limit. This one has the limit and the train count. Oh my goodness. Now I'm nervous. We have stone being picked up. Now the question is he gonna go to the base first? He is. This is the path of least resistance. He's not gonna go over here first. But if he did, whatever, that's fine. Let's see if we can beef some of this up. Like, what are we crafting at the... Yeah, let's... Whoops. Let's just bump those up. What about this? This has got 36. He's probably fine. Yeah, let's buff that guy too. Do I need... No, this is all fine. Okay. The trains are going. Oh, that's funny. Some of them are getting the fuel, some of them aren't. It's gonna take them a while to get caught up, and then it's gonna start bringing it from over here. Oh, geez. Okay, whatever. They're gonna start going. That's all that matters. And once they move, we know they have 60 fuel. So, where's he going? He's going to stone. So our stone guy. Where did our stone guy go? Stone guy went here. So that means the other stone guy is probably also going to go here. But we have a stone signal. Or signals. 2 stone signals, yes. One from this stone guy, one from this stone guy. Oh, this system is so awesome. I'm so glad I came up with this system. This guy's just... That was kind of random. I feel like these are... Yeah, these are just kind of random. They're randomly picking the places, but they're usually the path of least resistance. They must have changed something. So now he's waiting for copper, he's waiting for copper, but nobody's gone to the copper providers yet because they're way out there. One guy's on the way. 2 of them on the way. What? He's got a long way to go. We'll probably put another shunting station somewhere over here. Oh, I was about to say, I thought I put these tags down. I did. Now I just feel bad that I didn't place any of these tags. Shame on me. I'm not actually gonna see. Or am I? I can do it decently fast. Okay, anyways. Alright, all these guys are gonna start polluting soon. There will be a time probably soon when we're just gonna have to, like, especially down in here, where we're gonna have to go have some have a little chat with our natives on the planet. Yeah, we're gonna have to request that they vacate the premise. This guy is collecting. Awesome. He has nowhere to go. Why is that? Because this guy, something. Train limit of 1. Oh. Hello. I did not change these, so let's change these. Did I not change? Hold on. Did I not change these? Are these okay? No, they're not. Oh my goodness. So I want to have these a little... Wait, that one's changed. Oh, that's where I caught the thing. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do that with all the smelter stacks. Not that big of a deal, but... Oh, these are all ghosts. I'm like, why are these guys... Like, what is taking so long here? This one's empty and these guys are full? That's why. The poor robots. They just... should we beef that one up too? We need some... These. We need some, tons and tons of gears. Holy, they're just like... Oh, are you kidding me? I never set this guy up? Yo. What the heck, man? I can't believe I keep missing these, like, small things that I just messed up. There was the train station in the last episode. This guy didn't have... this guy didn't have green circuits. I should... Like, is there anybody else missing something? Like... Is there anybody that's not crafting that is supposed to have stuff crafted by now? Like... Come on, man. See, it's the little mistakes. You know what? And that's fine. As long as you're catching them, that's not that big of a deal. Okay, so we have... See, these guys, look at this. He's got all the fuel he needs, but he's just chilling. Why? Because he doesn't have anything better to do. That means that all of these should have a train count of 2. Disabled by control behavior. So there's no signal going out, I'm guessing. There's no request for copper ore. Presumably because the guy that is here is full. Train limit is 2 of 2. If the limit is greater than the count, send 2. So then that means that there should be one here waiting to get in. See, this is fantastic. Look it. Stacker's gonna have 2. We have a limit of 5. I've got 4 trains that basically don't have anything better to do. And that's gonna take some time to get the smelters. Oh my goodness. So do we have anything coming in here? We have stone. See, we're already on the right track. Okay. So one thing that I like to do is, this is all gonna get in the way, but that's okay. Oof, the last of iron. So one thing that I like to do after this is, so the stone is going to be converted into 2 belts. No. The stone is going to be converted into 1. We're going to break this down and have a 4-into-1 belt balancer. Look at, that's what I was talking about. Gotta have these edges removed. And it's funny how it looks like an hourglass, like it has a throughput problem, but these 2 jump underground to kind of solve that problem. We're gonna have to start tearing this down soon. We have a lot of bots and they don't have a lot of things going on. We got to get the iron in here. Hopefully these guys start working their butts off. Wow, that is... Are you kidding me? This is in the wrong direction. That's another problem with the blueprint. Alright, that means that every single one of these is probably wrong. Wow, that's nuts. Okay, so so many problems with the blueprints. That means these are wrong. Oh my. Alright, well, I'm gonna end it here. And hopefully we're not gonna have any more problems from here on out, right? I'm gonna go back into the sandbox build, and I'm gonna correct that. I can't believe that got through. Did that get... I wonder if that got through with the other one too. Blue smelters. Yep, it sure did. Alright, well, I'm gonna end it here. Hopefully we start getting in more stuff. The smelters get created. They're probably going to be depleting a lot of our materials shortly. Our stone is at 77k, and we still have a lot of smelters that need to be made. Even with the 2-speed modules, he's still just barely making it. Anyways, we are gonna end it there. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but like obviously our problems are that we don't have enough iron ore coming in. So these are not getting enough iron plates, and then stuff is kind of... But you can see how these belts are emptying and how these are just kind of blockades. So generally when you see these, I think I did explain this, but I'm going to explain it again. The iron didn't need to come down this far, so we could have started cutting some of these back, like up here, and just start like lowering this to like 3 belts up here, 4 belts, or 2 belts by this point, maybe 2 belts by this point, 1 belt, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna end it there. All of our trains are out and doing stuff except for one, and it's because he doesn't have fuel. All right, let's end it there. Thanks for watching.